All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another daily update on Bitcoin. I'm also going to cover a couple of altcoins, but I made a video a few hours ago, and I just want to give a quick update on Bitcoin because really it's done nothing. Now, we did drop into the golden pocket and the value area low. During my last video, we were starting to drop, but we hadn't got down here yet. And I did say if we were going to bounce to make a higher low, this would be the area where it was going to occur from. So you can see our local golden pocket pole just from this low to this high here is our golden pocket, and our value area low is down there. Now we did drop to that area. We are seeing a bounce from that area, but really until what we're starting to do now is we're just starting to form a smaller range in between really this section here. And so if we continue to range in this section here, it does show a little bit of weakness. Maybe the next time we come down to the value area low, it will not hold and we might bust through it. On the other hand, if we can get above these highs over here that we made earlier today and get up to that actual point of control, that would be, even if we need to reclaim this point of control, and it's our large range point of control from November 11th, and it's also our smaller range point of control just above that. So we need to get above that point of control in order to really see some strength on Bitcoin. All right, I did forget in my last video, I was just a bit rushed and I didn't go over things properly. Let's go ahead and turn on our naked daily points of control, and let's look here to see. So we do have a naked daily point of control. You can see this fresh. Actually, is that the weekly? Let's check this. Yeah, we do have a fresh naked weekly point of control right on top of our large point of control, our large POC. So we're going to add that to the charts here. Right in here. Right on top of our large range point of control now, we have a naked weekly point of control. And let me make sure I got that right on there. Okay. Let's zoom in on this. Let's get that to the correct spot. Here we go. So 97,382 on Coinbase. That is our new weekly point of control from the week that closed just yesterday. All right, now we will check out our daily points of control and see if we have a naked daily point of control below us at all. And nothing below us, the same. Let's double check this. Yeah, and then the naked daily point of control we rejected from yesterday's naked daily point of control we hit into, and that was partially why we rejected on this wick up here. So nothing new. This point of control is from today's price action, which still has a lot of time to develop, so we're not going to mark that out yet. But our key level of resistance now, you can see it pretty clearly on the chart here, is our large range point of control and our naked weekly point of control. And we also now have this liquidity grab, which is kind of far away, but we have this liquidity grab and even this smaller liquidity grab into that naked weekly point of control and the large point of control. And you can see this, we had some longs come in here, and then we saw this big flush to the downside here. So there is some liquidity resting below this here, or above that, excuse me, above that there. So these two local swing failure patterns into our triple POCs. Why do I say triple? We have a naked weekly point of control, we have our large range point of control, and then we have our 15-day range point of control just above that, about 97.5. And then to the downside, I mean, I still don't like how this SFP played out. It was very shallow. On some exchanges, didn't hit at all. And so I do think maybe if we keep dropping a local SFP of today's lows, might be something. Other than that, we have the SFP at 94K into a pitchfork band, into our bearish pitchfork band. So let's look at our other chart here, and you can see, let me go ahead and delete this one. You can see this SFP here at 94K. We have that bearish pitchfork band that is down here at like 93.5. So I'm going to say like 94K to 93.5 is our support if the value area low gets lost. If we don't bounce from here, we're coming down. We're coming down at least to the 91K lows, but it might be even lower than that. That's about it for Bitcoin. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at ETH real quick because ETH did make another small move up. Let's go on to the 15-minute chart here. So yeah, ETH had a decent bounce at the point of control. We had our drop here to the point of control and to back test that weekly log channel. We did make another move up here. This was right around when I made the video we were rejecting. We were coming down in through here, and we did come down to our local golden pocket area, and it was also near this weekly log channel bottom. And look at our price action right now. We are really trying to hold above this weekly log channel bottom here. What, a couple hours of wicks here. Trying to, you see some wicks down below it, but really trying to hold above this pink line, which is our weekly log channel bottom. But so far, you guys, no local divs yet. On the 15-minute, you can see lower low in the price action here, but also lower low in the momentum waves. So no bull divs there. Let's zoom out to the 1 hour chart. Let's see if we see 1 hour bull divs. Nope, no 1 hour bull divs either. I mean, in order to really have some real 1 hour bull divs, we're going to have to take out this low at 26.38, it looks like. And then let's go now to the 6-minute chart and see if we can't see anything on the 6-minute. 6-minute is starting to form some bull divs here. So you can see lower low on the price action through all of this here. And we do have some higher lows on the momentum wave, specifically in the last 2 hours or so. We're building some 6-minute bull divs here. Money flow doesn't look the best though, but it does look like it's starting to curve up. So maybe this does hold and we make another move, another small push up. But if we make another small push up, we just need to watch for the value area high. So if we do this range pull here, we go to our 786. 786 into value area high, and we also have this local liquidity grab close by. That might be an area where we reject and then just kind of confirm re-entry back into this bigger 15-day range. Really, our big support right now for Ethereum, and I wouldn't say it's even our biggest support, but our support that's going to be our best local support is this area here between 2602 and 2594. That is our value area low of our 15-day range. We have a naked daily point of control there, and we have a daily level there, and a 786 in there as well. So that is the area that I'm really interested in looking for a long from. We also have local liquidity of this low into that area, 2613 on Coinbase. So the SFP into this green box of support would be nice. That's kind of what I'm watching for. If we don't come down there, we don't come down there. But that's the long that I'm looking to take if ETH wants to hold. We do have to keep in mind if ETH starts breaking this channel again, we could see a bigger flush down. But for now, Ethereum can chop around this for about a week or so. But if we start to close another weekly below this channel, we might be able to see a bigger dump. I do see a sort of ascending channel here. If we go from this last wick high to the wick high from earlier today down to this low here, you can see this nice channel that we've been in. So let's go ahead and delete this volume profile real quick. And you can see we had this push down here. And then since then, we've kind of been in this ascending channel on the 1 hour chart. So I will leave this ascending channel on because also look at the lows of our ascending channel are near our green box. We could see a wick past it into the green box and then reclaim it. And then the highs of the channel are into our purple box. If it takes a few hours, maybe a day or two to get up here. So this ascending channel, I'm just going to make it pink to show the difference in color. Yeah, that's about it for Ethereum. Okay, now let's go into XPR. I meant to do this coin the other day, but I accidentally got XRP. So now let's see XPR. All right, here we go. XPR. Let's zoom out on this onto the daily chart because it's been a while since I've charted this. Okay, let's go on to the 4 hour chart. We'll look at some of this XPR. All right, last time we checked XPR was a couple weeks ago, and we were in this descending channel here. So it looks like the very first time we hit into our box and our pitchfork midline, we saw a small bounce, but it didn't give us much. And then we had a huge flush down. Actually, I'm not sure that flush down, was that the day 2 Sundays ago? Sunday, February 2nd. Okay, so no, this was after that big flush down. So this support didn't hold very well. We just got a small bounce from the top of the support and then it busted through it. Now, this support down here, which we had a golden pocket down here, the top of our pitchfork midline, we did see a wick past it, but overall it held, and actually the wick past it. So let me delete some of this stuff on the chart. That was a golden pocket there. You can see this green line here is a part of a pitchfork band. This is the lower part of the pitchfork band, but it looks like we dropped all the way to the next box of support, which this box of support hasn't changed, but I just had it pulled too far over. So if I pull it like this, just straight sideways, you can see we bounced straight from that support, which was our naked weekly point of control. We also had a daily in there. And so and then it was within our pitchfork band area as well. So that did bounce us pretty much perfect there. I'm going to delete this box now. That didn't play out so well. That's a pretty big move there. And then to the upside. And also I'm going to delete this channel because we've broken out of this channel. You can see afterwards we broke out of the channel. We've been holding above it. So naked weekly point of control, I'm going to go ahead and delete that because it's not naked anymore. But the daily still hasn't been touched down here. And then at the bottom of the pitchfork, we still have our daily, a naked weekly point of control in the bottom of the pitchfork down here. Now what we can do is we can take this box. We'll see if there's more support down there, but we have the SFP here into the daily. The SFP of these lows into the daily, I would still say could be a valid long setup. To the upside, looks like finally when we broke out, we came, okay, yeah, and we also came to our point of control, which was also a naked weekly point of control. You can see we chopped around in here for a bit, dropped to the pitchfork midline, bounced from the pitchfork midline. Now we're getting above this naked weekly point of control. We'll delete that now. It's not naked anymore. And we are coming up to the purple box of resistance, which this purple box of resistance, you can see we have a golden pocket up there. Now this golden pocket's changed since we made new lows. So we'll delete that. But it is the value area high of this smaller range. We have the liquidity grab up there of these highs right here. And it's in our pitchfork band, our upper band of the pitchfork. Yeah. Swing failure pattern, value area high, golden pocket, no longer a golden pocket, and pitchfork band. So let's go ahead and refresh the analysis on this here. We're going to pull this range all the way across here and look at this range. So we're at the value area high of this range, and you can see that's part of the reason probably why we rejected here. It was probably still close to the value area high. All right. So let's go ahead and take this box, and we're going to change no longer a golden pocket. It's no longer the value area high anymore. So we just have the swing failure pattern into the pitchfork band up there. Is that enough? Yeah, I would say that's still valid up there. All right, so for XPR here, let's get rid of this smaller one. I just want to zoom out and look at our Elliott waves here. Okay, so this was clear accumulation down here for months down here. We had our wave 1 here up to these highs here. Our wave 2 here. Our wave 3 shot us way high up here. Wave 4, now, that's an aggressive wave 4, but it didn't overlap our wave 1, so it's not invalidated. And we could be in the 5th wave now. So what, but it would be an extended fifth wave if we came all the way to the top of the pitchfork, but we do see extended fifth waves in crypto, especially lower cap coins. I don't know if I like that too much though. So let's actually look. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay, we took this liquidity here at those highs. That's probably part of the reason why we dropped from where we did. Took major liquidity up here. If I can get to it. You guys get the idea. Let's go on the weekly. You can see we took the liquidity there, had that big drop from that liquidity grab. Delete that. So we still have our fresh weekly up there, and we still have our fresh weekly down here. Now we do have a new weekly level at what, 0031851. That's going to be a new weekly level. We'll mark that out. And we have a new weekly resistance. Okay, so not only the SFP into the pitchfork band, but we actually have a weekly up here as well. So that's nice. Weekly up here. Okay. Now let's go on to our daily. Let's mark out our daily levels. I do like this daily down here. Daily level. And then really the only other daily I would mark out is this one right below us. Okay. And this, we're going to add the weekly here. Let's go on to the weekly ones first. Okay, so the only real naked weekly point of control, because this is the one we're forming this week. Let's go down here. Let me make sure. Here we go. That is going to be a naked weekly point of control. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, this is a naked daily point of control right on top of our daily that we still have not hit into here. Naked daily point of control down there. And then we have one more naked daily point of control right here. Let me get that better. Okay, now let's go in and look for some confluence. Turn this off, turn this off. We're really trying to break this value area high. You can see we wicked above it here. We came down. Now, this naked daily point of control wasn't formed yet, so it's not the reason we bounced there. There probably was something there, but I mean, it was still a point of control. Now it's naked because since we probably bounced before the day ended and made that, now it's still a naked daily point of control. All right, I do like this area in here. Our point of control is down near our naked weekly point of control, but we have our value area low at the pitchfork midline. By the time we get down there, it's going to be closer to our naked weekly point of control. So what I would do here is go from this point of control down to like the band about right here. And that's very close to our value area low. And so we would do naked weekly POC. Pitchfork midline, and then it was also the regular POC. That is between 00412 and 0038841. You could extend that down to the value area low if you'd like to. I would leave it as it is and look down there. Now, another support level we got, and this is a nice tight one here. We have this naked daily point of control right next to a daily level. So let's do that. Naked daily POC slash daily. Okay, let's also do our fib pull from the last low, but last 4 hourly low to the last high. Yeah, and our 786 is in this box as well. We're going to add our 786 there. So it's starting to get some real nice confluence in this box here. The golden pocket. No, it's a bit higher. Yeah, so, okay, there's that. And then let's go ahead and do, first let's measure this to see how big of a drop this is. 78%. So I'm going to do a fib, log fib. It's close enough. Let's see, because you see our regular fib, that's definitely not 68. Yeah, I guess it could be here. Yeah, much better. Okay, so we've already busted through that. I bet you that was close to our 786. Let's turn that on. We actually front run the 786 here on this pump up, but now you can see if I scoot it over, we actually hit into the 786. That's why we rejected where we did right here, this small rejection. It was our value area high 786. So we're going to get rid of that. Our 886, by the way, would be in this box. Okay. Now, I guess the only thing else we could do is zoom in and look at this smaller range that we're forming up in this area here. No bear divs quite yet, but if we do come a little bit higher and this momentum wave tops out before this momentum wave here, we could see some bear divs. Actually, we were seeing bear divs. You can see a higher high here, lower high here. So bear divs there, and then also higher high here, lower high here. So we were seeing signs of the top out up here. So far, we are not seeing bear divs now on the 1 hourly. Let's do a small range pull of just this sideways range here. Okay, so our naked daily point of control is also at the point of control of our small range. And then we will do a Fibonacci pull from the bottom, the lows of this small 1 hourly range to our highs that we made here. Okay, couple things we see here. So locally, very local support. Now, be aware of this because XPR looks like it likes to move a lot, and these could get busted through so quickly. But our very, very local support level is going to be this daily that just closed a couple days ago, I think yesterday or the day before Sunday, into our golden pocket. So that is right up here. Let me get, and then we have our weekly, our 786 into our naked daily point of control and our regular smaller range point of control. So this would be the next level that I would say. Those are our two very local support levels. Daily golden pocket This one here is going to be a POC, naked daily POC, and then 786. That's from 0050,330 to 0049,971. And the very first local support that I'd be interested in is 0052,288 to 0051,730. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Man, this is a mess. One, two. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're at the value area high of our larger range, and this larger range goes back to, let's see, what day was this? January 25th. So about a month or so, a little under a month, 3 weeks. And I'd be careful. I'd be really, really careful trading this locally. This thing looks like it likes to move pretty quickly here. So we do have this smaller hourly range that we're trading in. We have a daily and a golden pocket below us. I gave you those levels. We have our point of control, a naked daily point of control, and a 786 below that. Those are our very local support levels. If you think this is going to come a little bit higher. Now, it looks like it's not looking so bad as far as bullishness. It looks pretty bullish because we keep coming up to this value area high. We rejected it once here, tried again, rejected, tried again, rejected, tried again, rejected. 4 tries on the value area high locally, but we're not seeing a real rejection from the value area high. Just a small pullback, another try, small pullback, another try. And so it's looking like it's trying real hard to break this value area high here. We've grabbed the local liquidity of both this high here and these highs here. So the only liquidity left is this guy up here into our purple box, into our weekly. I do think there's a big possibility that we could make it up to this purple box here. And we have our pitchfork band in that purple box as well, which is a higher time frame levels for us to be looking at. And then if we really start to dump now, I mean, there is a possibility that this could be an ABC correction after the dump. So I'm going to delete this big guy here, and I'm going to hide all the lines except for the boxes just to clean up the chart here. No, not that. Okay, now we have our chart. It's cleaner here. Let's go on to like a 3-hour chart here just to look a little bit better at this. And there is a possibility. Obviously, this was the impulse down here. This was a very clear impulse down here. Let's see. How could we do this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But we didn't see a 4, 5, 4, 5. So, I mean, you could count this as a three-wave correction, but with an expanded C wave. This would be our A wave here. Oh, come on. B wave here, and then your C wave. Usually in your C wave, it can be the most impulsive wave, and it can be an expanded ABC correction. That doesn't look good at all, though. Oh, I also see, actually, let's look at this descending channel that we're forming here. Nope. Let me get this right. Okay, so we are forming this descending channel as well. And this looks nice. Look at midline respected here, dump through it. Didn't quite come down to the midline, but that's because we had our pitchfork midline here. and we are at the top of this channel. So if we do break this channel down, what we can look for also, let's do a Fibonacci pull from the lows of the flash crash to our current highs here. And yeah, that golden pocket is right at that pitchfork midline. And then our 786 is at the pitchfork band. So once again, more nice confluence here. Let's just build some boxes. This is our golden pocket channel midline. And then 786 is at the pitchfork band. Now, I'm not going to mark that. Well, I guess I could mark that as a box. It's going to be a very No, because we're not going to get down to it that quick unless there's something really bad happens. So what we need to do is scoot this over. It's probably going to be closer to the bottom of the band, down around here, but I'm not going to mark it out yet. Just know that the 786 is within this pitchfork band. The 786 retrace from this pump here. If we, for some reason, reject. Now, if we come higher to this purple box and reject, you'll have to repull your fibs. I really would be careful trading these. I actually wish that I didn't even mark those out because now you guys already know they're there, but that's very local levels. Just please be aware because this thing moves. And those can both get shattered through in 1 hour candle if we start dumping. And we are setting up for the possibilities of bear divs here. So you can see we have this high here. We have a pretty high momentum wave here. Now, what we need to do is make another higher high. So if we come into this purple box up here, we'll be making higher highs on the price action, and this thing will probably top out like this, and we'll see lower highs in the momentum waves, and that could give us our big 4 hour bear divs to dump us a bit more. So we haven't formed bear divs yet, but if we make a new high, we will be confirming bear divs. Let's look at our 2 hour. Yeah, same 2 hour, same thing. We're forming the possibility of bear divs. Money flow doesn't look the worst though. Money flow looks pretty good actually. And then let's go to 1 hour. Yeah, so these divs already played out here. So really 2, 3, 4 hour bear divs are starting to form on the chart, but they will only form if we create a higher high. So it looks like we could be pulling back from maybe a small pullback from where we're at because that was our value area high of that big 3-week range. And so if we do bounce from here, maybe we can come up here. If we do bounce from here, maybe we can come up here. But that's kind of the levels I would be watching on the chart. This is our first big level here. Naked weekly point of control, a pitchfork midline, the regular 3-week range point of control, and our 786. And yeah, that's 0041209 0038841. Okay, that's about it for XPR. I would be careful. Now, of course, if we break this purple box to the upside, what can we look for? We can always look for the SFPs of the top of the channel. There's liquidity up here. These SFPs up here at 0080890. But I would really be looking up towards the top of the pitchfork up here, about 0105, 0105-ish up here. And then, of course, our weeklies up above that. That weekly has not been hit or tested yet. Okay. We checked out Ethereum. Let's check out Solana real quick. Solana, you guys, Solana just looks so much more bearish than, the FUD going on with Solana right now with Argentina launched that Libra meme coin. And I guess there was a bunch of insiders that bought it up, sniped it up early, and then sold it off and made like hundreds of millions of dollars. And the Argentine people lost about $4.5 billion. Just not a good look. Not a good look for the tech bros that did that to the people in Argentina, but also not a good look for Solana chain. When we keep seeing massive meme coins get launched, especially by political figures, and then they dump 80-90%, it just makes Solana look like a crap chain, a trash chain. And I actually like Solana a lot as a project. I mean, they have really good technology. That's why everyone launches on them, by the way, because they're cheap and fast and they work. But it does make the chain look bad, and you see people selling off here. So maybe some of the sell off is those people changing that Libra profit into Solana as well. But Solana is looking kind of weak. Solana is the only one that's taken their flash crash from a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so same thing, guys. If we lose this band here, we're probably coming for these lows at 168.8 and then lose that 155. Also, here's what's scaring me with Solana here. So this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, a double 1, 2, and then you could see your third wave impulse down, which is your most aggressive. This is what we could be in the middle of right now. And then, of course, maybe a 4, 5, 4, 5 here. Come all the way down to 155. Ooh. That would suck, but it's a very big possibility. It looks like it's setting up. No bull divs on the 4-hour. Yes, we are at the pitchfork band of support. We actually, if you zoom in on this pitchfork band, we actually quite haven't hit it yet. On the 4-hour, it does look like we hit it, but when we zoom in, like on the 1-hour, you can see we're still not quite there yet. It's at like 172.45. I would say 172.5-ish. But yeah, it doesn't look too good, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Then we have our ABC correction to the upside here. Yeah. Either way you count it, it's looking more bearish. Man. Yep, and we invalidated the bull divs on the daily. We could have had some bull divs on the daily here, but they've now been invalidated with this blowing out here. Not a good sign. Okay, XRP. I don't think I went through XRP earlier today. XRP actually looks pretty bullish though, compared to some of the coins. You can see, let's actually zoom in to the 4-hour chart, and let's continue to pull this all the way. XRP got above the value area high. We did end up rejecting from that golden pocket, that macro golden pocket from the high to the low. This was the golden pocket along with the anchored VWAP. But you can see our rejection hasn't been that harsh yet. And we are trying to hold the bullish backtest of our value area high of the 14-day range that we broke out of. So if we do hold this, which it looks like it's really trying to, we can come up to this 302 area. I like the 302 area because, I mean, the naked daily point of control is near it, but the 786 and weekly, even better though, is up here. This naked weekly point of control at 310 to like 316. This is the top of the channel as well. The top of the big channel that we've been in now for about a month. And so I do like that, that there. It's a huge channel, but look at this channel here. Highs here, lows, lows, midline respected all through here. So the top of the channel is going to be pretty important. And then, of course, the lows below us, we still have the same exact support levels that I gave last time. Because really, since the last video update I gave, I think that was on Saturday or Sunday, all we've done is this. These are 4-hour candles, so that's a few days worth of just slowly grinding to the downside. Let's zoom in on this. So yeah, I mean, look at we really are trying to hold that value area high bullish back test. I do think it's a possibility that we might hold this. Let's look at our volume here. Yeah, volume overall is corrective. You can see from like the highs here, volume has kind of been going down and down. Now that one spike here, but we did bounce from the value area high, and even though we're kind of still grinding down slowly, volume is grinding down too. So this looks corrective to me, and it looks like we could pump up. I also do see a small channel here. Let's see. Let's go from here to here down to these wicks here. Yeah, okay. So we are in this small descending channel. Look how nice this plays out. From these lows, if we take the two highs, bring it down to our first dead cat bounce low, and we're just chopping around. Midline holding us all through here. Midline held us through here. Midline held us here. Finally lost the midline. Back tested, tried to get above, failed, back tested again. So we're just chopping around here. Now we're squeezing. So here's the thing. We're squeezing in between the value area high, midline, value area high, midline, value area high, midline. As this squeezes, we're either going to see a bust back into the range with some volume, or we're going to see a break out of this, which looks kind of more likely to me. XRP is looking a bit more bullish than some of these other coins, and I do think XRP could break out and come up near the top of this channel here. I mean, I've been paying attention to this weekly level. I like this weekly level here. We do have some naked daily point of controls, but what we could see, like on a 4-hour candle, we could come up here, hit into this area here, but close the 4-hour candle at the naked daily point of control. So it would just be a wick into the weekly, but the candle body close would close there. God, that's horrible. But you understand what I mean. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so that's about it for that. Let's see. Those are the only ones that I didn't cover. Nothing much has happened on any of the other coins since I covered them. You know, like Link is just chilling, bouncing around in the value area still. You know, we still are trying to hold this area. Now, if we do lose it, I do think this 18.1 area here is a nice area. 18.17 to 18.2. 18.2 to 18.1, I'll say. Could hold us because Chainlink is holding up better than some of the other ones. But gosh, we got to come up to this box eventually and hit this. This is going to be nice once we hit this to see whether we reject from it. Because if we do reject from it, you bet I'll be shortened. But if we could bust through it now because we front ran it 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 times. You know, 4 highs, 4 semi-equal highs, I should say. We've front run it 3 times, but 4 semi-equal highs. And then even these highs are right below it as well. So really starting to form that sideways range. And we are setting up for, let's go actually zoom out on this. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Money flow looks good overall. Look at where we bottomed out here. Money flow was also bottomed out. And we've kind of been ranging sideways, but our money flow is coming up overall. Now, our momentum waves are squeezing both ways. You can see momentum waves. Actually, I'll just do this. High, lower high, lower high. Here, big momentum wave squeezing, 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 squeezing. So we're squeezing momentum waves. Money flow is coming up. That tells me that we have more of a bullish bias for upwards. Doesn't mean we can't come down to this level first, but it does look like Link does want to at least come up to this purple box, if not higher. I mean, by the time we break out and come all the way up, this golden pocket and naked weekly point of control could be aligning with the top of our descending channel. And then if we break out real quick, it's going to be our 786 and our point of control up there. And that point of control is of this range before the dump. Oh, I guess it would. This area in here. Point of control. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to take off for tonight. Everyone have a good night, and let's watch the charts tomorrow. New York's going to be open tomorrow, so it should be a decent day. With having Monday off, with the markets closed, there's probably going to be some action itching to be happening. So let's keep an eye on the charts. Everyone have a good day. If you want me to cover any altcoins, please leave them in the chat and I'll do my best to cover the altcoins. Also, guys, we do have the new MEXC campaign that is running till March 7th. So deposit up to under $500, like $499 or under, you get 10 free dollar bonus. And then there is a trading bonus trade up to $20,000 of futures leverage trading, and you can get bonuses on that. So that's a way to help support the channel. Also, please, if you got anything out of this video, like, subscribe. I appreciate all that from you guys. Thank you for all watching and supporting. Have a good day.